Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to the ebook book launch of my newest client, Shatyna Lee. I am your host and the CEO of AGD Publishing Company. We are pleased to be the publisher of her children's book, which is the first children's book released through AGD Publishing Company. So without further waiting, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. And you?
Doing well. Thank you so much for blessing us with putting together and publishing your book. So are you excited yet?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Look, we are excited too. I am super excited to have you here and glad that you said yes so that we can, continue to get the word out about your book. So the ebook is ready. Everyone, please hit the link on Facebook. Please hit the link and start purchasing her ebook. And the book will be just around the corner. We're waiting for Amazon to do what they do. But in the meantime, I have with me Miss Shatyna Lee. So listen, introduce yourself to the audience and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. My name is Shatyna Lee. I'm an author and artist with type 1 diabetes. I've had diabetes for at least 29 years. I enjoy teaching and making bags with my art, using recycled materials. So that's
Okay, so let me ask you a question with the bags. Is that something that you do as a hobby, or is that something that you actually sell?
I actually sell it, and I enjoy doing it as a hobby. I actually started off that way.
Okay. So let me ask you this question. Give us the title of your book.
The name of the book is The Low Diabetic Scare.
Okay, and who is your target audience for your book?
My target audience is early readers, with like starting at ages 5 through 9, I want to say. Children that are learning to read independently, with wide range confidence, but still enjoy using like illustrations and stuff like that in children's books.
Yes. Now that you have said illustrations, I don't know if people have really looked at the book totally to see that you're not only the author, but you are the illustrator. So do you like drawing? I guess you do, but I still want to ask you that question.
I do actually. I being an artist, that's how I started off, is drawing. I used to always just draw what I saw. So yeah, I love to draw.
And I'm going to tell you, when I went through the book and just saw the different pictures and how you did everything, I was in awe because I'm not an artist. One of my daughters love to draw, but it has never been, and my husband actually, it has never been like one of those things for me. I love to write. So get the book. Another thing I want to encourage the listeners is you now have a author page on Amazon. So they can actually now start following you on Amazon. So we know that's awesome. It's called Author Central. And is it under your name when they go?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So go to the Author Central page, look up Shatyna Lee and follow her. Ultimately, here's another question for you. Ultimately, what are you most thankful for right now? If you could name 3 things, what would that be?
I want to say, well, actually, I want to first thank God, for having God in my life. My talents, like drawing and making bags and stuff, and my family.
That is so awesome. So I have another question for you. Do you have any upcoming engagements or anything that you would like to share to let the audience stay in touch with you?
Say that again.
Do you have any upcoming engagements or anything that you would like to share to let the audience stay engaged with you?
Actually on yes, I had an interview on Authors Chat with you actually, Allison.
Yes.
Allison, I posted on podcast, which
Yes.
will be coming out soon.
Yes. So truly it's coming out soon. But what I wanted to do was make sure that we got the word out about the book.
Yes.
And then following that, because the interview is pre-recorded. So
Yes.
that's something else that you can share with your listening audience. Even this interview, you want to continue to push it out. It's on YouTube now, it's on Facebook, and you'll just continue to let everyone know that you're out. Now, do you think that you will be writing another children's book?
I definitely do think I'll be enjoy writing another book.
I am super
Being an
excited.
artist. Yes.
I am super excited because the book is beautiful. And I'm
Thank
not
you.
just saying it because I'm the publisher. I have been praying to God for an illustrator. And then all of a sudden I'm talking to actually a church friend of mine, and she mentioned you and said, give you a call, or can she call you? So I was super excited to connect with you, but I still didn't get the connection that you were the illustrator. Until I text you, and I was like, wait a minute. Now you wrote the book and you did the illustration. That's super awesome. And I'm praying that people will, look you up. And if they need an illustrator, they have to come through AGD Publishing. But you already said yes. But no, that's your thing. I have another question for you. If you could give words of encouragement to a child that's going through diabetes or diabetic stage 1, what would that be?
You said of wisdom?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Or just words of encouragement to let them know, all is not lost.
I would say stay strong. Like, I know us with any kind of medical condition, it doesn't have to be diabetes. I would say just stay strong. I mean, we have the strength inside. Yeah.
Yes. Now, tell a little bit about what's inside of the book. Like even if you just wanted to share a page or two, what's inside of the book?
I would say what's inside the book is actually I would say that it's the symptoms that you will go through having low diabetic scare, which is the title. Yes. Yeah. So and it'll
No, go ahead.
And it'll just tell you some of the symptoms that diabetics with type 1 diabetes go through.
And that's for children, because your book is a children's book.
Yes.
So I do like how you detailed it and walked us through it.
Yes.
And I like that you had, a younger little one that that kind of helped us understand and to see that it doesn't just happen to adults, it's happening to children also.
Yes.
Is there anything that you would like to share or leave with our audience? Because look, we're sitting here, we have all of this time because we're 7:30 to 8 o'clock. And I knew I wanted to get you on and talk about your book. So anything else you would like to share about your book that we may not have covered?
Not that I could think of besides going through the symptoms. This is these will be the symptoms of waking up in the morning. So it's like early, like when you first getting out of bed and the process of how you'll be feeling when you wake up in the morning.
From the time you wake up to almost going throughout your day. Because that's what
Yeah.
I noticed. You were kind of taking us through the day of what goes on.
Correct.
And even there was a part in there where you needed to eat what's going on. Share with us that part where you needed to eat. I don't know if the sugar kind of dropped or what have you.
So when she finds out that she has a low diabetic scare, she goes in the kitchen and she you could when you read the story, you'll tell that it's like with a diabetic, we have to watch the sugar we eat. Mm-hmm. So us diabetics have to eat like sugar-free items and stuff like that. And so she uses sugar-free syrup. So I mean, and it shows you also materials that diabetics use.
Yes.
Which is like the machine to check her and prick her fingers and stuff like that.
Wow, thank you. I'm going to tell you, I truly, truly enjoyed reading it. So if someone wanted to purchase the book, where would they actually go to purchase the ebook and the book?
I would say on Amazon for both the paperback and the ebook.
Yes. And tell us the title again for those of you who are just coming on. I am talking to Shatyna Lee. And tell us the name of your children's book again.
The Low Diabetic Scare.
Thank you. And you know what? When I saw the title or when it got to scare, I was like, well, what just happened? What happened to this little child? And so for you to share it and, break it down the way that you did, that was really, really great. Now, I have one other question for you, and I was waiting to see if anyone else had questions because we all love children's book, and we all love to support our children authors, or just support authors in general. But a children's book is something that's like really dear to your heart, because it's like, with your book you're educating. Do you believe that with your book you're educating and letting our younger generation know about being a diabetic?
Yes. And with me being a teacher, I enjoy working with children. So yes.
Okay. So did you even tell the children that you have a book out, or can you share that? I know that's business.
I haven't yet because of the holidays and stuff, but I plan to.
Oh, that is going to be such a blessing that you'll get to just share it with the students that you teach. This is definitely an honor. And, you and I, we've been texting and emailing and talking back and forth for a long time, and it's finally here. I'll ask you this question kind of like out of the blue. How did you enjoy working with AGD Publishing, or just, working with me as a whole?
I enjoyed working with you, and especially for first time publishing. I'll be working with you again because I want to publish another book.
Look, yes. We are super excited to have you. I know that there were, just a few kinks, but nothing like major. And we both kind of, kept staying on each other to make sure that everything flowed. And you can tell that it flowed because we're here today, to bring it out. Do you have like a email or anything, social media accounts that you would like for them to follow you on?
I'm on Facebook under my name, Shatyna Lee, and I'm on Instagram under Royal Divine Arts.
Royal Divine Arts.
Yes.
That is super awesome. So I want to ask you because I keep going back to the target audience for the kids and even for adults too, because there are some adults that need to know, what to do. But have you ever run into, or I don't want to say run into or came across, a child that may have needed that assistance or may have needed that help to know, look, I kind of know what you're going through because I've been through it?
Not no, not I haven't yet, but I think I probably will be one day.
Yes. And then you look, after that, you can offer them your book and
Yeah.
your future books. So I'm excited about that. And honestly, this could even be a series because you can continue on with, the next step and the next step, or you can do a whole nother children's book with a whole nother series. So there's so much because of your talent, there's so much more that you can do. And so I am super excited to work with you and to partner with you in your next book and even the future things that you and I will be working on. So I do want to ask you, even during your time, how did you handle certain things? Because we know as kids, and you said you've had it for 29 years, how did you handle it going to school, waking up, and, just trying to deal with being a kid?
Yeah, I've experienced a whole lot, especially like going to school and having to go to the nurse's office and other stuff like that. Like experiencing it at school. I've experienced it at home, at work as well. So I've experienced it in different locations.
And you've learned how to handle it and deal with it through learning more about the symptoms.
Yes.
That is so great. I am excited about it. And for those of you, please go to Amazon. That's Amazon.com. And you can order the ebook now. And you can also order the book. The book should be coming live at least by Friday. But please go order the book and the ebook. Look, just get both. The ebook and the book, because you can I always tell people, buy one for yourself and then one for someone else that you can just give away, or give away as a gift. And is there anything else that you would like to share? Because we have like 5 more minutes. So listen, we could just share and let them know, about you, about I always say your business, because I think it's so unique that you do this and you also do the bags. So I think those just gifted hands.
Yeah, I would say that like with art, being an artist, I think, and dealing with diabetes, art really came in handy because it like kind of, when I have moments of kind of like depression or something, I will always go to doing some drawing or making bags and stuff like that, or greeting cards as well.
Oh, I forgot you do those too. Just talented. Greeting cards, illustrator, making handbags as a hobby. So tell us again your Instagram name, because it's not the same as your Facebook name.
It's under Royal Divine Art.
Royal Divine Arts.
Yes.
Okay. So you have we have one more thing that's getting ready to come up, and that's the interview. And then you'll be working on your next book.
Yeah. I was going to also say that under my Instagram page is Royal_Divine_Art.
I was going to ask you to spell it out. So I'm glad you did that, because a lot of times, people are looking and they're like, well, she said Royal Divine, Royal, so yeah, good thing you did that. But also, you can later on put it in the chat that I have here. And then that way, if they come back, they'll come back and be able to read it. And that would be awesome. And even they can visit you, even when they visit you on Amazon, they'll be able to see the things that you have. And I think we have your social media information up. At least I pray we receive that from you. Just so everyone will be able to get in contact with you. I did want you to do I know you did the words of wisdom, but I wanted you to close out with something like so positive that the children, will remember. They're going to remember you anyway because you have a sweet spirit and I'm very humble. But give a shout out to the children.
I have a saying actually, and it's writing for children is a piece of art itself. While using the most wildest imagination, someplace deep inside it hangs your masterpiece. You can put it that way.
Wow, that is neat. That is neat. That is really neat. So look, thank you so much for sharing. It has truly been a pleasure to work with you, and I'm looking forward to us doing more and more work together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Allison.
You are so welcome. Have a blessed day, okay?
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Listen, everyone, thank you so much for joining AGD Publishing Company. I am your host, Allison G. Daniels. Please visit our website at www.agdpublishing.com. Again, that's www.agdpublishing.com. And we thank you. Have a blessed day.